The time is 9 o'clock and you're listening to CHMA 106.9 FM.
And now it's time for your CHMA News. We're broadcasting from Sackville, New Brunswick, the heart of the Maritimes and the traditional and unceded lands of the Mi'kmaq people. Coming up in the next 15 minutes, we'll have your local news, Atlantic update, weather, sports update, and some community announcements.
Hello, and welcome to CHMA's local news at 106.9 FM and CHMAFM.com. We are broadcasting from Sackville, New Brunswick, the heart of the Maritimes, on the traditional and unceded lands of the Mi'kmaq people. I'm Theodore Ramarak. Today is Monday, July 27th. In the news today, Mount Allison researchers have received $375,000 in federal funding through the Social Sciences and Humanities Research Council of Canada. The funding will support 2 research projects, one examining ancient Mediterranean societies and another focused on literary history. The grants are part of a national program supporting humanities and social science research at Canadian universities. The municipality of Tantramar is hosting Wetlands Day this Thursday to showcase the ecological importance of the Tantramar marshes. The free event will feature outdoor activities and educational programs at the Tantramar Visitor Information Center in Sackville Waterfowl Park. Organizers say the day is an opportunity to learn more about the marshes and the conservation work taking place across the region. And now CHMA spoke with Sackville Curling Club President David Weeks about the work happening behind the scenes to make sure everything's ready this season ahead. When the curling season ends, the ice disappears. But the work at the Sackville Curling Club is only getting started. While most people won't return into the fall, the club spends the summer preparing for another season. This year, club president David Weeks is taking on a new responsibility after the club's longtime ice maker stepped away. Instead of looking for someone else to do the job, Weeks is learning how to make the ice himself.
Our ice maker has resigned this year with personal responsibilities. So this year I've kind of volunteered myself to go and take an ice maker's course. I do know how to do ice. To maintain it, I just don't know exactly how to put it in.
Well, there isn't any curling in the off-season. The building hardly sits empty. A daycare operates 5 days a week. The banquet hall hosts weddings and community events, and preparations for the next curling season are already underway. Weeks has been part of the club since moving to Sackville in 1999. He says what keeps him coming back isn't just the sport.
But it's the people that are in this club. They're just a fantastic bunch of people.
The club has about 160 members, and Weeks says one of his biggest goals is bringing more people through the doors. Every fall, the club offers a Learn to Curl program, something he hopes will help introduce newcomers to the sport.
I'd like to see another 20 members in the building to start. I'd like to see a class of Learn to Curl people of about, 10 to 15 people. We could probably handle 20, no problem, but, 15 would be awesome. Because we lose through attrition, a few people every year.
A few years ago, Weeks says some members weren't sure about the future held for the club. Today, he says he's encouraged by seeing younger members and families becoming part of it.
The one thing that's I've noticed, there was a thing about, maybe 5-8 years ago, where people some of the members of the club were wondering whether this club would ever survive, just because the aging people that were here. And the thing that I've noticed over the last 3 or 4 years is just the average age of the group that are here now has dropped. Instead of, a whole bunch of 50, 60-year-old people, 70-year-old people, 80-year-old people, because we have kids that are 6 years old, and I think our oldest member is somewhere in his mid to late 80s, and they curl. And those guys that are in their 80s are playing 2 or 3 times a week.
Seeing those changes has also made Weeks think about what he hopes the club will look like years from now.
But it's fun. I haven't had so much fun as I did last year. As president, just things that got done that I get emotional with this place. I just like to set this place up, continue it so that 10 years down the line, 15 years down the line, that it's as good or better.
For weeks, the summer's work isn't just about preparing the ice for October, it's about making sure the club is here for years to come. For CHMA.
Hello everybody, my name is Kofi and you're listening to CHMA.
And here's your CHMA Atlantic update. RCMP in Halifax have charged a man with 7 offenses, including arson and causing unnecessary suffering to an animal. Police say they responded to a disturbance in Eastern Passage involving an agitated man armed with a hammer who allegedly threatened neighbors, damaged property, and threatened to burn down a house. He was arrested, transported to hospital for assessment, and later released. Police say he went on to harm an animal and set someone's house on fire in 2 separate incidents, and he was then arrested. Mounties in Nova Scotia have charged 2 people with attempted murder following an assault in Buckankeg First Nation. RCMP in Antigonish County say they responded to an altercation on Thursday involving 4 people. Investigators say a 38-year-old woman armed with a knife approached a 50-year-old woman who was walking along the roadway, and they fought, during which the 50-year-old woman gained control of the knife and stabbed the 38-year-old woman. Police say a 40-year-old woman then struck the 50-year-old woman with a blunt object, and shortly after, a 38-year-old man is believed to have discharged a firearm, striking the 50-year-old woman. The 38-year-old man and woman are both facing attempted murder charges, and the 40-year-old woman has been charged with assault with a weapon. Police in Newfoundland are investigating a fatal collision in St. John's involving a school bus. The Royal Newfoundland Constabulary says around 10:30 a.m. Friday, a 77-year-old pedestrian was struck by a school bus. He died at the scene. Police say the bus driver was not injured and has been cooperative in the investigation. Bell Alliant is making some progress in repairing infrastructure in the metro area damaged last week in a string of suspicious fires. 4 Bell wireless sites were damaged over the span of a few days. 1 man has been charged in connection with 2 of them, but he is a suspect in several other similar incidents and will appear in court on Wednesday. Bell says it has successfully restored one of the 4 affected sites, and crews continue to work around the clock to repair the remaining locations. A 62-year-old New Brunswick man spent 31 days kayaking around his home province. Joe Kennedy has been kayaking his entire life and spent 31 days encircling as much of the province as he could, but he didn't include going around Grand Manan or Deer Island and Campobello, a trip he's done before. He wanted to include the islands of Misco and Lamec, but when he got there, the winds were too high. Kennedy's trip started in May in Petit Rocher on the Bay of Chaleur, where he stored his car at a friend's place and got a shuttle to the upper reaches of the Kedgwick River. The 1,400-kilometer trip ended after paddling from St. John to Petit Rocher. And that has been your CHMA Atlantic Update.
I'm the president of the Classic Society, and you're listening to CHMA.
And now for the weather. Today we're looking at mainly sunny skies with fog patches dissipating in the morning, a high of 27, humidex of 28, and UV index of 8 or very high. At night, partly cloudy skies with fog patches overnight and a low of 13. On Tuesday, a mix of sun and cloud with a high of 29, and at night, clear skies with a low of 14. On Wednesday, a mix of sun and cloud with a high of 29, at night, cloudy periods with a low of 16. On Thursday, a mix of sun and cloud with a high of 25, then at night, cloudy skies with a 30% chance of showers and a low of 16. On Friday, cloudy skies with a 30% chance of showers and a high of 20. At night, cloudy with a 60% chance of showers and a low of 15. Finally, on Saturday, cloudy skies with a high of 21. And that has been the weather.
Hello, my name is Samantha Rain, and you're listening to CHMA 106.9 FM.
And here's Brian Nielsen with your CHMA Sports Update.
Yesterday in Cooperstown, New York, Carlos Beltran, Andrew Jones, and Jeff Kent were inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame as part of the 2026 induction class. On the field, it was the San Diego Padres defeating the Miami Marlins 5-3 final there. You had the Toronto Blue Jays in Fenway. Jays lost again, down to 10 games under 500. It was a 6-1 victory for Boston. Pirates hold on to defeat the Cubs 8-7 final there. The Nationals with a 10-7 victory over the D-backs. Rays in a tight one against the Guardians, 1-0 final there. It was Atlanta over Baltimore at 11. Tigers lose in the end to the Royals, 5-4 comeback for KC. Mets all over the Dodgers, 8-3 final there. The Twins, they defeat the Athletics at home, Minnesota, 11-8. Chicago White Sox, they quadruple the Astros on the south side. 12-3 final there. It was an 11-2 victory for the Milwaukee Brewers. Reds get past the Cardinals, 5-3 final in 10. Mariners take it to the Rangers, 6-4 victory and a battle of the two teams fighting for first place in the American League West. Angels defeat the Giants in the battle by the Bay, 4-3 final there. And in the nightcap, it was an 11-4 victory for the Philadelphia Phillies over the New York Yankees. In New Brunswick senior baseball over the weekend, the Charlottetown Islanders and Chatham Ironmen, they split a pair of games on Saturday. Charlottetown winning 10-2 the first game, and Chatham with a 4-1 victory in the nightcap. And then last night in Moncton, it was the St. John Alpines defeating the Mets 7-2. CFL action over the weekend. We saw the Montreal Alouettes defeat the Hamilton Tiger Cats 31-18. It was Toronto over BC in BC's first game of the season in BC Place because of the World Cup. 26-12 victory for the Argos. Calgary defeats Winnipeg 50-30 on Friday night. Currently in Glasgow, Canada has a total of 9 medals at the Commonwealth Games, 3 gold, 3 silver, 3 bronze, leaving them sitting currently at 5th place in the overall medal count. Australia leads with a total of 39. And finally, in PGA action yesterday, it was the rookie Jackson Koivin. He won the 3M Open by 3 strokes. In only his 3rd professional start as a golfer, he holds off perennial favorite Scotty Scheffler with a closing round of 5 under to become the youngest champion on the tour this season.
And that's Brian Nielsen with your CHMA Sports Update. Please be sure to check out Brian's show on Mondays at 8:30 a.m. for more sports commentary.
I'm Callum from the men's rugby team, and you're listening to CHMA.
And now for what's happening in your community. If you're looking for a fun evening event for the entire family, look no further. Coming at you this summer is Chocolate Bar Bingo, a great chance to get out of the house and, if you're lucky, win a sweet treat. One chocolate bar gets you 1 bingo card, but the more you bring, the more cards you get, up to 3. This event will be on July 28th from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Tantramar Veterans Memorial Civic Center, specifically upstairs. No registration is required. This is Chocolate Bar Bingo on July 28th. If you're looking for a low-stakes community environment to enjoy some treats and warm beverages, then Nursing Home Without Walls Tantramar is excited to announce their weekly tea and talks. These events invite those 60 and up to visit Cafe Tantramar on 34 Mallard Drive for a calm, refreshing snack in the afternoon. Tea and talks are every Thursday and are currently running as of July 23rd. Outside and indoor seating are available for everyone who visits between 2:30 p.m. and 3:45 p.m. Join Tantramar ALC on July 30th at 9 p.m. under the stars for a movie in the park. Bring your blankets and lawn chairs and enjoy a free outdoor screening of 2024's Wicked with popcorn provided. The first part of the film adaptation of the Broadway musical follows Elphaba and Glinda's time at Shiz University and the beginnings of their complicated friendship in Oz. This is a free event taking place at the Bill Johnston Memorial Park on July 30th at 9 p.m. Bring your family and friends to Bill Johnston Memorial Park on Monday, August 3rd from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. for an afternoon of community fun and celebration. New Brunswick Day will be celebrated in Tantramar with a variety of activities and treats, including shaved ice, mini donuts, community barbecue, a dunk tank, live music, and so much more. Whether you're stopping by for lunch, enjoying the live entertainment, or taking part in the activities, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Once again, this is on August 3rd from 1 to 3 p.m. at the Bill Johnston Memorial Park. Don't miss out on celebrating New Brunswick Day. And that's what's happening in your community.
And that was your CHMA News. Please visit www.chmafm.com for more news and to sign up for our email newsletter. Funding is provided by our monthly sustainers, the Community Radio Fund of Canada, and the Municipality of Tantramar's Community Development Grant. If you have a story idea or would like to include an announcement, please write us at news@chmafm.com.
Discover the incredible playlist and favorite songs from CHMA programmers on our website at chmafm.com. And for weekly updates on what's playing, simply visit our website, click on music, and then choose playlist and recently played. You can also sign up to get them delivered directly to your email inbox each week so you can stay in loop with all the exciting new music.
Whether you are heading to work, you are getting off a shift, or just waking up in the morning, you're listening to CHMA 106.9 FM in Sackville, New Brunswick, Voice of the Marshes. I'm Maya, and this is now the Late Morning Show. Today is Monday, July 27th. Crazy. I can't believe we are almost in August. I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning so far and that you had a great weekend. I'm really excited to come back to the studio and get into some music. First up, we're going to listen to Noah Dirksen and Lori McKenna with Mercy on the Skyline. And then we're also going to hear from Beck Zegans with Record Tamer. Thank you guys so much, as always, for joining, and I hope you enjoy the music.
Found a melody at 25 to play in my head the rest.
Hello, and welcome to CHMA's local news at 106.9 FM and CHMAFM.com.
Chased a basement
broadcasting from
dream
Sac-
with the northern stars, made a bitter end out of a perfect start. Yeah, you really tore me apart. But that's okay, 'cause life gives and then it takes away. So come and find me, sweet resolution. Oh, I've been patiently waiting for your call, and I see mercy coming up on the skyline. Yeah, I'd run to you, but I'm just too scared to fall. Thought I'd change the world when I was young, that I'd do things that had never been done, and ride off into the setting sun. come and find me, sweet resolution. 'Cause I've been patiently waiting for your call. And I see mercy coming up on the sky. Yeah, I'd run to you, but I'm just too scared to fall. But if all we have is the here and now, and before the lights all go just come and find me, sweet resolution. 'Cause I've been patiently waiting for your call. And I see mercy coming up on the sky. Yeah, I'd run to you, but I'm just too scared. Yeah, I'd run to you, but will you be there? I'd run to you, but I'm just too scared to fall. Record tamer, calculating lives into numbers, selling me my own surprise. I denied it for the longest time, but I want you, and I'm willing to compromise.
You just heard Beck Zegans with Record Tamer on CHMA 106.9 FM in Sackville, New Brunswick, Voice of the Marshes. I'm Maya Noel, and you're listening to The Late Morning Show. And we also heard Mercy on the Skyline by Noah Dirksen and Laurie McKenna. Next up, we have Mama's Broke with their song Heaven, as well as Adria Kane with Kaleidoscope. Let's get into it.
Walking down that old rail line, I was thinking on wealth divide, and the old folks who worked all their lives to dig this hole so deep and wide. I wouldn't mind working sun to sun, spending all my money when the work is done, but every nickel costs a dime, and the sun gets hotter every summertime. I don't wanna go to heaven, just wanna get up off the ground. No, I don't wanna go to heaven, just wanna get up off the ground. One for one and all for none. There'll be nothing left when it's all done. It's wicked means to lesser end, and no one heeds the common man. When the water's salt and the land is dry, and the least of us can afford to die, just chalk it up to struggle and strife, but you'll get yours in the afterlife. I don't wanna go to heaven, just wanna get up off the ground. No, I don't wanna go to heaven, just wanna get up off the ground. Work you up just to wear you down, so lay that burden in the ground, 'cause the load is heavy and the dirt is long, so put it in a no time song.